What up, and welcome. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. This is my YouTube channel where I teach coding and user interface design. In this video, we are going to practically get into DOM Traversal. In the previous video, I have explained what the DOM is and what traversing means. So now we are going to get into the practicality. So let's create a UL element, which is a list, and this UL has got the li element, and then also what it must have, let's say it has got a span, then it has got a span element. So let's say this one is number 1, the span element is number 1, span element. This li has got an id of number 1. Okay, so as you can see, our tree structure is not complicated. We've got the body, we've got the UL, the list. Inside the list, it has got the list element, the li elements, as you can see. Now let's add these li elements at least, so that we can have 5 of them, and then let's number them accordingly. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what we want to do, we want to traverse the UL. We want to move up and down the UL element. Okay, now I've got a list here of do we have something that we are going to click? Let's have something, a div here that we will use to click. Click me. Okay, I'm happy with that. So here I've got all the functions, not necessarily all the functions, but the functions that I've prepared for this course or this series, so that you can get an idea of what traversing is. So what we want to do now, we just want to delete some few things here. Okay, want to delete some few things here, and then we are done. Okay, let's just go back a little bit. Let's run it and see what's in here. So we've got click me and we've got the items, as you can see, from number 1 and number 2. Now what we are going to do, okay, what we are going to do, go down a little bit. Click me does the click me element has got an ID. No, it doesn't have. Okay, let's put this ID on click me, because the event listener is being attached to this ID. Okay, we might as well have a small letter ID. So now when this has been clicked, then we want to make sure that we implement all these things. Let's start with this one. In fact, yeah, let's start with this one. So we've got the children method in jQuery. What it does, get all the children elements of the specified element or elements. So let's specify a certain element and get all the children for it. Now as you can see that we've got the UL. Let's skip that because we know it has got these children. What we are going to do, we are going to target this element and look for all of its children, of which it has got only one child. Clear enough? Yes. Now let's do that. The ID of this li, the id of this li is number 1, then number 1 dot children, and that is it. Then what are we going to do with these children? Let's try to display them. Let's remove this. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm trying to do. We have opened the elect dialog box here and we're closing it here, and then inside it we are pushing number 1. We are selecting the li number 1 and we want all of its children. Let's see what is going to be displayed. Run it and then let's click. Okay, it says object. Obviously it says object because I didn't specify what do I want like inside those children. I hope let me not dive deep in trying to explain the object, because at the moment I don't want to confuse you, but I'm going to tell you what I was supposed to do or what I have forgotten. So let's say now that the jQuery engine has managed to select this tag, at the moment it has captured it as an object. Now it's more like it's asking us, what do you want from this object called span? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell it that I want the HTML of it .html. Okay, I think it's a method. Yes. Okay, let's just quickly run that and see. As you can see now, the HTML of the span, what is inside the span, it's number 1. So we are checking for this li, the one that you don't see. Let's say use this pointer, this dot, and then from then we are looking for the span, and in that span we are looking for the HTML of that span, what's inside it, and what's inside it, it's only number 1. What if we can change that to number 2? That will mean that I did something wrong. That means maybe there is no ID with number 2. Let's just check what might have happened. Of course, I've made a mistake. There is no number 2. Refresh. Click. As you can see, number 2. What if we can change the text on number 2 to say blah blah blah? Let's see, is it going to return blah blah blah? Okay, click here. As you can see, blah blah blah. I'm happy with that. Now what we want to do, let's go to check the HTML for the UL. Let's say we want the HTML, which is we are looking for the UL children. We want to target the UL tag. We are going to write it as it is and then .children.html. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see. I was hoping that it's going to return all of these, but it's giving me span number 1. Then it will mean ul.children. So it's taking the first children. Okay, now for now let's just okay, at the moment somebody's knocking. I'm just gonna have to quickly pause the video. So at the moment let's just quickly end the video here. Continuing, I will explain in details what's going in here. Otherwise, I'm Matthew Singati. Thanks for watching.